Hi guys, welcome this afternoon to our seniors YouTube fitness channel. Yeah, lovely day today. It's a beautiful blue sky. Today we are going to be doing a workout which is going to be aimed at preventing falls. Okay, so preventing uh, people from falling over, but also not just that, we're also going to be going through a technique to help you get up off the floor if you've fallen over and you're on your own, which I think is a very important thing to look at. Yeah, so if you're, a lot of times you hear of seniors who might live by themselves and they fall over and they can't actually get back up. So we're going to actually look at a technique, and we're going to experiment with that technique to enable you and to train you so that you can actually get up after a fall. Now, for those of you who are not in this category, I know a lot of you seniors who are not in the category where you can't get off the floor. You're obviously a lot more able than that. This technique is a really good way of just improving your fitness by just doing it as well. Because when it comes to getting up off the floor after a fall, it involves several different aspects of fitness, such as your leg strength, your upper body strength, your core strength, your mobility. So doing this technique of getting off the floor after a fall is going to really help and strengthen those areas. So regardless of whether you're in that category of not being able to get up or whether you can get up easily, it's still really good to do this technique because it's going to really improve your fitness. All right, so excellent. We're walking on the spot. We're just going to warm up for 5 minutes or so. Make sure you've got a chair available, just for safety, for support. Obviously, and we also need the chair for the technique that we're going to learn as well. So as I say, we're really aiming today at fall prevention. So the way we're going to do it, we're just going to do a warm up. Okay, we're going to have a quick stretch, then we're going to get down and we're going to do the technique, learn the technique and practice it. We'll probably do 2 or 3 on each side, which will be good for your mobility, for your upper body strength, your leg strength, core strength, mobility, and then we're going to do a little bit on the wall as well. So we're going to do some actual exercises to strengthen you, so to prevent falls. Okay, so that you hopefully you don't actually have a fall in the first place, which is always the best cure, is prevention. Yeah, so we're just marching on the spot. Excellent, good. All right, fantastic. All right, let's just get those fast knees going, get those arms going. Okay, we just want to warm up. We want to get the blood flowing. We want to get our muscles and our tendons and our ligaments nice and warm, particularly when we're going on the floor to practice. The other thing I ask is, if you are in the category where it's difficult for you to get off the floor, I would strongly encourage you to have someone with you when you do this technique. Just in case you need that help. Yep. All right, good. And we're just walking on the spot. Fantastic, good. All right, let's just take our feet apart and we're just going to turn and just side to side. That's it, good. All right, we're just rotating the hips, the chest, the shoulders. All right, just getting a good rotation there. Excellent. We won't be warming up for very long, so you may want to do some additional warm up yourself or just redo what we're doing just to double it up. It's up to you. Okay, excellent, good. We're just getting a slight bend in the knees here. Oh, it's good to get that rotation just through those, just for that mobility. All right, and we're just marching on the spot. Excellent. All right, just moving those shoulders and those arms. Excellent. Okay, let's go into swings. So we're just going to go into a squat and we're just going to swing up and down. Okay, up and down. Excellent. Squatting, we're trying to keep that back straight, bending through the hips, through the knees. Excellent. It's warming up now. Fantastic. Good. Excellent. Good. And we're just walking on the spot. Good. And we're just gonna do fast feet home. All right. And then we're gonna get down on the floor and practice our technique of getting up after a fall. All right. Fast feet. Let's go. Fast feet. Keep those knees going. Let's make sure you're warmed up. That's it. Excellent. Good. Let's just take those arms up and down. Arms up and down. Arms up and down. That's it. Good. All right. Let's go side to side. We're paddling the kayak side to side. Keep those knees moving. Excellent. Good. Okay, and last one, 10 seconds. Here we go. Fast feet. 10 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and just relax there. Why don't we grab the chair first? And we're just going to put our arms on the chair. And we're just going to sink into that. Just really open up that chest. We really want to get some flexibility going as well. That's very important as well when it comes to prevention and getting back up after a fall. You want to make sure you've got some flexibility so that you can actually do it without hurting yourself. Excellent. So just sinking into this, you get a stretch in those arms, chest. Excellent. Good. And we're just going to stand next to the chair. And we're just going to reach down. You can use the chair for support. Stretch those hamstrings, lower back. All right, excellent, great. All right, so you're going to have your chair, all right, just there like that. And we're going to have our mat on the ground here. Just make sure that I've... All right, so the way this is going to work, we're going to go down on our mat. So you might need to, some of you might need to use the chair to get down. All right, you don't want to fall over. And we're going to sit down on our bottoms first. All right. And we're going to lie down. All right, so we're assuming that we've fallen over and we're on our own and we have to get ourselves back up. All right. Even if you're not in that category, it's good to do these exercises because it really increases your strength, your mobility as well. So we're lying down, all right, and we're nice and relaxed here. The first thing we're going to do in this technique is we're going to raise up one of the knees, all right, put our foot on the ground. So we've raised up one of our knees. Now we're going to take our opposite hand out to the side, all right, the opposite hand out to the side on the ground. All right, now take the other hand just over our neck and we're just going to rest that on the ground as well there. All right. Okay, so what we do first, this foot with the knee is up. We're going to use that foot to push our body over to the side. Okay, to push our body over to the side, and then we're just going to go into that position. Some of you might know the first aid recovery position. This is very similar to that. Okay, so we're just now in this position. So then after that, we're actually going to bring both our knees in as much as we can towards our chest. All right, so we're sort of going into like a bit of a ball. All right, and from there, we should be able to then put our hand on the ground and just use our hand to push our body up. Use your elbow as well. Okay, and then we can sort of get ourselves up like this. And then from there, we should be able to use our arms and our chest to put our knees on the ground. Now, I'm the wrong way round. My chair's over there, but in the real world, I suppose it's good to practice this. So I'm going to have to turn around. So what we do then is we're going to then crawl over to a hard surface. So it might be a chair, it might be a lamp post, it might be a lounge chair, whatever it might be. But we're going to crawl over, and from there we can put our hands up, foot up, and we can stand up, we can hold the chair, right? So that was our technique. So I'm going to change over to this side. So just remember, like I say, if you need to use the chair to get down, let's go back down again, go through that again. All right, we'll do it a little bit quicker this time. So we're going to lie down. All right, so we lie down on our back. All right, so we've fallen over and we're out there in the real world on our own. We've got to get back up. All right, so just remember the first one was to put one knee up in the air. The second part was to put the opposite hand out on the ground. All right. The third part was to take the other hand over and just put it on the ground around our same side as the other hand, right? And then we're going to use our foot on the knee that's bent to push our body around to the side. Once we get to the side, we bring our knees into like a ball, all right? And that's when we can use our hands now to push our body up off the ground, come underneath, use that chest and those arm muscles. You can just flick your knees underneath. That's what we want to do, have enough strength in that upper body so that we can actually do that and a bit of mobility as well. And that's why we need to practice this. And then we can crawl over to our chair. All right, hands up on the chair, put a foot up and we stand up. Excellent. So we're going to do it twice more. All right, we'll try to do it on both sides. All right. And like I say, even if you can get up easily, it's still good to do this because it's great for your fitness and your mobility and your upper body strength and your leg strength, just doing this. And also just remembering it for the future if you do ever need it. So we're going to go down. We're going to lie down. You can do it nice and slowly if you want to. All right, so we're going to go down. Okay, all right, so we're on our back. Remember, with knee comes up. All right. Opposite hand out on the ground, other hand over the top onto the ground. Okay, we use our foot to push our body over, and then we bring our knees into our chest if we can, into like more of a ball, so a ball position, and then we can use our hand and this hand here to push our body up off the ground, get our elbow down, and then we can use those strong muscles of the chest and the hands to get our feet underneath. You might do it. Okay, and then we're in this position. Once we're in this position, we can then crawl over to our lounge chair or whatever it is, and we can stand up. Excellent, good. All right, so I'm going to do it on the other leg this time. So that was my right knee. So this time I'm going to use my left. So I might go face the other way. So we'll go down. We're going to lie down on our back. Like I say, don't attempt this on your own. If you're unstable, you might need to get somebody to help you and be with you if you want to practice this. But the more you do it, the stronger you're going to get, the more mobile you're going to get, the better you're going to get at it, right? All right, so I'm going to do my left knee this time. So the left knee comes up, opposite hand out to the side on the ground. This hand comes over onto the ground. I use my foot to push over, right? I'm now in this position on the side. I can bring both knees in. Okay, so now I'm in more of a ball position. It makes it easier. Hand on the ground, other hand on the ground. I can push myself up onto my elbow. All right, and then I can just get up onto my knees. All right, and then I'm going to turn around and crawl over to a chair. Okay, and stand up. Excellent, fantastic, great. Well done, guys. Good job. There's a really good technique to practice. Like I say, anybody can do that, and it's still good fitness no matter what level you're at. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now I'm actually going to, we're just going to do a couple of exercises for our legs. We're more focusing now on the prevention of falls. So some of these exercises, we're just going to strengthen the legs. We're going to strengthen the core a little bit, and then we may even finish with a couple of upper body strength exercises against the wall as well. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll turn the chair around. Okay, now what I want you to do is you're standing next to your chair, and we're just going to do a step lunge. Okay, now this exercise here, It's one of the best exercises for strengthening the muscles in the quads and the legs, so that if you ever do stumble, you're strong enough to stop yourself from falling over, because that's what you don't want. You don't want to have weak bones where you, if you do stumble and you're not strong enough to stop yourself from falling over. So we're next to the chair. So use the chair if you need to. You can have your hand there. We're just going to step forward into a little half lunge, and then we're going to step back. All right, and then we can go the other side as well. So step forward and back. Now, if that's too much, you can always just do a little step. You can always make it a very low lunge, but if so, you can go a bit lower and then back up. All right, so it's good. This is a challenge on your balance as well, but just imagine if you stumbled in the street and you couldn't do this. Your leg would just collapse underneath and you'd fall over. So we're really trying to strengthen our quads here so we can actually stop ourselves from falling over. It's good to use a chair just for safety. All right, excellent. We're just going to do this a few times. Strengthen those legs. Let's go for, say, 4 more of these. 1, 2, 3, and last one, 4. Fantastic. Excellent. Good. Okay, just have a breather there. Now what we'll do is, for this one, we're just going to do a similar thing, but we're just going to use the chair. We're going to do a side lunge, okay? So, all right, so we're standing here. We're just going to step to the side and just go into a half lunge. So we'll just do this one side first. So we step and then come back up. Excellent, good. Step into a half lunge. All right, side. Okay, like I say, it's up to you how deeply you go into it. And we'll just do another 3 on this side, and then we'll go the other side. 2. And last one is 3. Excellent. Fantastic. Great. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to turn my chair around and do the other leg. All right, so we're going to step to the other side. So I was stepping to my right then, so now I'm stepping to my left. All right, so we side step there. That's it, good. Side step. Side step and lunge. Excellent. That's it. Let's do, say, 3 more. 2 and 3. Fantastic. Great. All right. Okay, so what I want you to do is grab a drink. Now I'm just going to change the video, so I'm going to put it on the wall there so we can do some upper body exercises and some mobility exercises in order to be strong enough to be able to prevent a fall. Great. Have a drink. Excellent, guys. So we're back now, back in action. Here we go. So we just want to concentrate on our upper body here. Again, if you've fallen over, you need to have some upper body strength to be able to push yourself, use your hands and your chest to get yourself off the ground so that you can get yourself into that right position. Also, you need some upper body mobility as well, so you can turn a little bit as well. So we're just going to start first with our hands on the wall, all right? And we're just going to do our push-ups. So we're just going to have our hands about shoulder width height, and let's go. Take your chest to the wall and back up. Good. Excellent. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go for 10. 8. 9 and 10. Fantastic. Good. Just relax that. All right. Excellent. Good. Okay. Let's go around the other way. So we're going to go against the wall here. We're going to put our tailbone up against the wall. All right. So just make sure you don't slide. Okay. So make sure you've got a nice stable surface. And you're just going to put your tailbone up against the wall. And we're just going to get some mobility. So we're resting on our tailbone. We're in a half squat. All right. It's up to you. If that's too much, just you can stay up a little bit more. We're just going to put our hands out in front. All right. And we're just getting some mobility through the hips and the chest and the shoulders side to side. All right. This is really important. You got to have some mobility if you're on the ground and you have to actually turn your body in order to get yourself in the right position to get up. Okay, so we're just side to side. Excellent. And then you're getting a bit of leg strength here as well, just by being in this isometric squat position. Excellent. 4 to go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. Good. Excellent. Fantastic. All right, just catching our breath. All right, so we're going to go side on here to the wall, and we're going to put our right arm or your left arm, whatever. I know it reverses itself when you do a video. So our hand is against the wall, and we're just going to get in a really good, strong, stable position. And we're going to use our legs, our core, shoulders, and our arm, and we're going to push against the wall. We're just going to hold that, right? Really strengthen those muscles there. And we're using pretty much our whole body when we're doing an exercise like this. It's like an isometric strength exercise, but you're really turning on so many muscles. It's not just the arm and the shoulders, particularly if you're in a very strong position like this. Just hold that. You can always repeat these exercises. You can always go through each segment separately again, depending on your fitness and level. If you want more. Okay, just relax that. Excellent. Good. While we're on this side, let's take your hand up top. All right, and we're just going to hold that up nice and high and just take that body towards the wall. You're getting a nice stretch through the inside of the arm and the lats and the side of the body as well. All right, so it's all about flexibility. It's all about mobility. It's all about strength. And then obviously today we've looked at technique as well. So you've just got to learn and practice those aspects. And if you can do that, then it'll never be a problem. All right, so let's turn around and use the other arm. Excuse my back. All right, so we're going to put that arm against the wall and we're going to push, get in that good strong position and push and hold against the wall. Should be able to feel that through those legs, through that core, shoulder, arm. Excellent. Excellent, good, and relax that. Fantastic, good. So let's take that arm up the top. Excuse my back again. Up the top, and we're just going to take that shoulder towards the wall. You feel that stretch through the side of the body. Fantastic, good. Just catch your breath there. Okay, so this exercise we're going to do now, we're going to do some core and we're going to obviously some strength as well. sort of like a second set, almost like the push-ups, but we're just going to put both hands against the wall. We're going to push, take our feet away from the wall. Don't go too far. You don't want to slide. Okay, so you're putting some good pressure on the wall. So you're getting some good strength there through that chest and that upper body. And what you're going to do, we're going to bring our knees in one at a time towards our chest. All right? So we've really got to use those core muscles. And you can almost just go across the body slightly with those knees. That's it. Good. All right, again, we're using so many different muscles to do this, and we're really improving our mobility and our core muscles. Now, if you're able to, what we're going to do is we're just going to do little circles with our knees. So we're just going to come outside circles, all right? Only if you feel stable enough to do it. And we're at the same time, we're still pressing against that wall, so we're getting good strength through those arms. All right, and then come back the other way, bring the knees in and inside. Good, you start to feel tired doing this. Good hip rotation. And let's just relax that. Fantastic. Good. If you're not feeling that through that upper body now, you're obviously not doing it correctly, because I'm feeling it. Whew. Catch our breath. All right, and then the last one we'll do is more just a mobility sort of movement. So it will be, what we're going to do is we're going to put our one hand on the wall and then put that foot on the same side towards the wall. The other foot's back, and the other hand's going to reach up nice and high. And now, if you're able to do this, this is a bit tricky. It's quite an advanced exercise, but it's more for just your mobility. We're just going to come over the top and just touch our heel. If you're able to raise that back foot off the ground. If you're too unstable, then just leave it on the ground, and you can always just go back like that. But if you're stable enough, you're just going to touch your heel. All right, so you're going to go over the top, touch your heel. All right, you're just working that mobility. Over the top. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Fantastic, good. Catch that breath. Let's go the other side. All right, so we're pressing our other hand is nice and high on the wall, and the opposite foot is back. This other hand is going to go reach up nice and high. We're going to be standing on the forward foot. We're going to go across and tap our heel. Okay. Like I say, you can modify these exercises accordingly. We've done a pretty much a full workout here, so sometimes you may not do the whole workout, you just do parts of it. 2 to go. 1 and 2. Fantastic. Good. All right, so while we've got the wall here, let's just stretch our calf muscle. So just put your foot up against the wall there, as vertical as possible, then just take your hips towards the wall, feeling that calf muscle stretching. Okay, good. Let's go the other side, and then after that we'll just do some calf raises, which we want to have good strong calves, particularly with when it comes to prevention of falling over. Good. All right. Okay, so just standing next to the wall, hand on the wall there, and we're just going to come up onto our toes and back down, working those calf muscles. As I said, guys, today's workout is all about preventing a fall and getting up after a fall. Okay, so many of you, as I said, are not in that position in life yet, which is fantastic. But still, these exercises are brilliant for those components of fitness which are we want to really stay strong so that we never get to that point in our lives where we need to implement a technique as we've learnt today. So fantastic, guys. That'll do it for today. Like I say, if you want to, go back and do each of these sections again according to where you're at and what you want to, what you're after today. Please thumbs up. Press the thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, if you got something from it. There should be a subscribe button there as well on the video, and please share. Really appreciate this. It'd be fantastic to get lots of seniors and those that want to do a more gentle exercise. Please share. They're fantastic. Have a wonderful day. Excellent.